so Ben, about that Christmas thing.
Hey, about that Christmas joke I just made. I said Merry Christmas, and you said you missed Christmas, and I said, what? You mean I was visited by those three ghosts of Christmas, only to wake up too late and miss it? Now I can't make it right. It's a literary reference. Do you understand?
No, and I don't want to.
You're from the country of Dickens. Explain it.
Well, you see, there's this character called Kermit the Frog, and he's struggling to make ends meet with his tiny little family with pigs and frogs. Miss Piggy.
Was Kermit Scrooge? No.
No.
Who? I've never seen Muppet Christmas Carols.
You've never seen the only Christmas Carol adaptation, aka like
the only one. The
only one. Not even the original exists anymore. That's the only one.
There is no original. It's simply existed from the beginning of time. It's older than Christmas itself.
It's got Michael Caine.
People read that story. People read that story by Dickens. About a fanciful world in which holidays exist, and they were like, "This sounds so cool. We should make this real." And then they invented Christmas.
They invented Christmas, and they invented hard working conditions and curmudgeonly old men.
They invented labor. They invented capitalism.
They invented London.
They invented snow. All kinds of great stuff. The childhood. They invented children. And
they even invented the passing of time and death.
Yeah, it was pretty nice.
The ghost of Christmas future in the Muppet Christmas Carol is the scariest version of death that exists.
I'm curious.
Well, it's not like a visual thing necessarily. It looks like a Grim Reaper, but it's just like juxtaposed with all the funny Muppets the whole time, and then it's like actually like,
oh my,
you'll die, and no one will care.
Oh my god, yeah, that's one hell of a guy there. Okay. How could they not? They didn't even have a Muppet. They didn't even have a Muppet play the guy. That's crazy.
That's crazy. If it was a Muppet, it would be like, look at a little death, little time guy.
Oh, no, I mean Michael Caine.
Oh, Michael Caine. Well,
I expected that like Kermit would be Scrooge or something.
Well, they always had people intermixing with the Muppets.
I guess so. I watched Muppet Treasure Island, I think specifically because Jesse said it was the best movie ever made.
I love that movie as well.
I thought it was pretty good, I guess.
There's a lot of little things like that sort of made me realize that Jesse was cool. He liked Tomb Raider, and he liked Muppet Treasure Island, and I was like, oh,
the rare qualities in a person liking those two things,
liking those specific medias.
Rest in peace, Jesse. Well, hey, I like stuff that's cool.
No, you don't.
I like Homestuck, so fuck that guy.
Homestuck. Actually,
yeah, you're right. And I know you're right, but I won't admit it. So
the only thing good about Homestuck is the porn people make.
Oh my god. Never mind. No, that's not true. That's not only is it not the only good thing, that's not even good or cool at all.
Nah, it is.
You shouldn't say a nasty thing like that. You fuck.
Look, I just say what is the truth.
Sick fuck.
To hell with what is acceptable on YouTube.com or any online space. Pornography is good. I said it.
Don't you know that what is acceptable on YouTube is the good? They are one and the same.
Nope.
Shit, I don't have an argument. I just thought it was true. Shit.
Are we waiting for Tom? Tom said he was. He knew what time it was.
I assumed he was gonna be here. I mean, I guess we could start without him. I mean, yeah, he knew we were starting. He knew when we were doing it.
Yeehaw.
So we can give him another minute or two.
Give him the 10-minute grace period and then start. Well, we're already like 9 minutes into it.
You know, I mean, if Tom doesn't show up, maybe we should just use this as the episode.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe we should just say, fuck it. See, that audience, what you just heard was supposed to be, what you just heard was meant to be bonus content, so that's a taste of what you'll get at patreon.com/the procrastinators. Eventually, when the bonus behind the scenes footage episode is made, it is not made yet, it's not real, but it will be eventually. So, I don't know. Sounds pretty cool, right?
It's like pretty a conversation, but again,
it's almost like a real conversation. I just glanced. The reason I got excited a minute ago was I glanced over at the ticker. Bitcoin went up. Bitcoin went up a little bit. Just a tiny little bit. Just a tiny little bit of the amount that I've lost just today was recouped.
Just a tiny little bit. Just a tiny little coin.
Just the tiniest little smidgen of crypto value was reclaimed. I have had my crypto today's been rough. Today's been rough because I made terrible decisions. I bought in at the worst possible fucking time. Very, very stupid. You know, I was like, you know, it seems so obvious that I shouldn't buy when the price is high, that probably everyone's not gonna buy now when the price is peaking. So I should buy right now because it'll trick them. You see, they won't see it coming. And that's exactly what I did.
So you bought more? Have you talked about this on the PCP so far? I think this is like only happened in the last few days.
I might have briefly mentioned it on the last one because I think I bought a little bit of Bitcoin before the last episode. I just yesterday I sold what I had because I got spooked. And then and then it rose again, and I was like, fuck, I missed out on that. Fuck it, I'm in for the long haul this time. So I bought a bunch more right as Bitcoin was peaking, and all day today it has been slowly trickling down, and I'm just trying to resist the temptation to be skittish and sell, because that's what I did last time, and it fucked me up.
It's
actually gone up. It's actually gone up. It's gone up like 200. It's gone up like 200 points just since this episode began, which is kind of nice. But anyway, go on.
It's like part of the reason I didn't get into Bitcoin when I could have, because I think I bought some. I told you this earlier, but I'm pretty sure I bought £44 worth in like 2018 or something.
You said you didn't say when you said it was £45. I was like, oh, okay. Because before that, you said you think you own a tenth of a Bitcoin.
Yeah, I didn't know how much it was.
Do you know how much a tenth of? That's like $3,000 worth of Bitcoin.
Yeah,
or it would be now. At the time, it would have been 600.
Yeah, I don't know what it was at the time I bought it. It was like 0.0 something, 00 something. But I bought it because it was like all in the news, and it was like everyone who had Bitcoin was like a millionaire.
It is skyrocketing right now. It just shot up another like 100 points.
Is it going to the moon?
It's going to the moon. 33,299. It's going back down. 33,277. 33,291.
See this?
8990. Oh my god! It's just the sheer vertical green line is like that's literally money in my pocket. This is the most fucked up I've ever been. This is the most addicted to anything I've ever been. This has completely ruined my life, and I'm over. It's done. I found the thing that destroys me, and it's watching the fucking Bitcoin ticker.
This is part of the reason why I didn't really want to get too much into it, because like stonks and shares and money things that are like money can go up and down and you don't really do anything. You just sort of keep track of it and buy and sell. That whole like lifestyle, it's always like appeared as though you can get like a maximum amount of money from a minimum amount of actual work. You just need to invest initially and be smart and learn about all this stuff. And it's like, cool, that's great, but I don't. My brain doesn't work like that, and I get too like overwhelmed. Looking at the thing, I would probably just like it. Yeah, it would ruin my life. It would make me just sit here doing nothing but looking at the thing going up and down and being sad constantly.
Honestly, that's what I've been doing. That's what I've been doing like today, and it's really bad. Like with like it's bad that I kind of lost money because I had to pay fees to buy in, and it kind of went down, so I lost a little bit in value. But the real cost of it has been that it has cost me like a day or two, wherein I've been able to do nothing except look at these fucking numbers.
The way it feels to me is exactly the same as Cookie Clicker or one of those other idle games, where I know that if I start one of those, I will get into it for a month, 2 months, and I will be so dedicated to getting all the achievements, like, from the ground up. I never, like, start from a loaded save file. I always start new, fresh, and I just play, and I'm loving it, seeing the numbers go up, but it really fucks up with everything else that's going on. And this is real life, so, like, it's even more damaging if it doesn't go well. So it's even more stressful, and I'm like, even if I could get a lot of money from it, even if I could somehow find my fucking password and account because I lost them because I didn't pay attention to what they were.
Where did you buy them? Because like I didn't realize, I didn't know how to get some. I only got some because PayPal made it so you can just buy it directly from PayPal, and I was like, fuck yeah, because they offered me $25 free if I did it.
Like when it was in the news initially and it was like Bitcoin is now making people millionaires, I'm like, fuck, I missed the boat, but maybe it'll keep going up because it was currently going down.
It's literally going to the moon right now. I'm watching. I can't fucking believe it. Okay, for context, when I bought in last night at like 3:15 a.m. and the value was about Bitcoin was valued at about $34,200 per Bitcoin, and then over the next however many hours, it's sank down gradually to about 32.4, and then just since this podcast has began, it is up back to 33.4. So I don't know, pretty fucking epic, I guess.
Yeah. Like my value judgment is that even if I can make a lot of money off of it,
it's not worth the cost to your soul.
It's not in a moral sense, but just sort of in a
I know what you mean.
Yeah,
I know what you mean.
It really drains me to think about it too much.
You would have to be.
I would have to be a business boy first and foremost in order to live like that.
Well, I mean, you get into it because you think that it's like, all I have to do is make like a couple of smart plays, and then I'll be set, and then I won't have to do it anymore. But then it's never quite that simple. Eventually you become one of those guys
because you've done it once. Then you feel compelled to do it again, and then it will stay there. It'll continue. You can't just stop doing something like that if it works.
I bought the first time I bought in. I just got some, just kind of let it sit for a week, looked at it, and I was like, oh wow, the price went up, pretty good. And then like I was watching it because the price was going up really fast one day. I was like, oh my god, this was the day that Bitcoin hit 30K. It like as soon as it hit 30K, it like shot up another like 10% in like a couple hours. It was crazy. So I watched it do that, and I was like, holy shit. And then it started to go down, and I was like, okay, time to I'm out. So I sold, and then and all told, I think I made like $100 just from like, I think I invested like $500 or something in it. So I made a huge return. That was like a really good time. I wish I had invested more. And I thought that I was like, damn, if only I'd invested more, I could have made so much more. And then I saw that after I sold, it went down, but then it went up again. And I was like, I missed out on more. I missed out on more gains. I have to be invested. If I'm not invested, I'm constantly missing out on profits. And it's literally damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because if you're invested and you could be losing out because the numbers are going down. But if at any point you're not invested, you could be missing out if it's going up. Like, you're literally fucked. I'm fucked forever.
It's a hindsight. Like, it's all predictable, unpredictable, especially with this sort of stuff. Like, normal market shares and stocks are a little more predictable, I assume, than Bitcoin, because people always talk about how Bitcoin is
much
insane.
more volatile. It is much more volatile, I think, than a
like if you don't pay attention to it like every hour, it could plummet, and it could plummet until it's like completely worthless. And if you aren't paying attention, if you're not awake during that time, you might miss out. You might lose all your money. So it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, but really, this I keep trying to, because I made money a little bit of money the first time because I just let it sit. And like, really, that's what you want to do. You want to get some and just let it sit and accrue value over time. Like, buying it and selling it over and over again because with like as the market goes up and down in little waves is like really stupid and self-defeating because you have to pay fees with every transaction. And like that's not how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to buy some and hold some.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to do. It's been going down all day, but I keep looking at it and I'm like, just because it's going down right now doesn't mean it's going to keep going down right now. I didn't buy it with the idea that I would sell it like as soon as I could make a few $100 off it or whatever. I was like, I'm just going to buy it and I'm just going to hold it and just see what happens.
Yeah.
I can't stick to it. It's too difficult.
Yeah, I'm not trying to like moralize saying it's a bad thing to do. No. But it's you definitely need the right kind of brain wiring to like keep on track of it and not go insane. And I don't have that.
I'm sure I will eventually learn to just ignore it or just check it like once in the morning or whatever.
One of these days I might actually remember where my Bitcoins is, and then I will be able to look at it.
You said you got it like before last year, which means that it must be worth much more now than when you got it.
I have no idea. I remember getting it at a time when it was plummeting, and it just continued to do that.
Lol.
And I was like, well, maybe Bitcoin isn't for me. And so I forgot all about where I had it and what my password was. So I've been... when you were talking about it earlier, I was like, maybe I could try and find that. And I couldn't find it. I didn't know where the hell to start looking. I remember this thing called Coinbase or something seemed familiar, but I did the thing where like forgot my password, send an email, and I didn't get anything. So I'm not sure if that was the one.
Honestly, if I was gonna do crypto trading, I should probably do it in something like Coinbase or something like not PayPal, because I'm pretty sure PayPal does not have the best like fees. I'm pretty sure I'm probably paying more in fees with PayPal than I would with some other more like dedicated trading program.
Yeah, I just Googled something at the time. I was like, how to get Bitcoin here's how, and it was very confusing and I was scared.
Yeah.
And I managed to spend money.
I'm surprised you went through with it because it seems complicated and daunting, and like if PayPal didn't just give me a button to click to do it, I'm sure I wouldn't have done it.
Yeah, I read enough that I was like, well, I'm just gonna throw like 50 or 40 pounds into this and expect it to just disappear and never be found ever again, because that's not a lot of money. I can take that on the chin pretty easily.
Yeah,
that was my mentality, at least. Like, it's scary, so I won't do much. And then I was stupid and I forgot all the things.
That's my thinking. Like, I'm looking at these numbers go up and down, like, oh god, oh, that's my real money. But like I only invested like an amount that I could afford to lose, and like, okay, worst case scenario is what? Like, I'm out like a couple $100. Like, well, oh well. what a tragedy, you know? So I don't know. But you know, maybe it's like I almost feel like it's a cultural thing. Like, I feel like Bitcoin is sort of a cultural institution, is maybe something that I am a little bit chuffed to be participating in.
Yeah,
You know
yeah. I
what I
mean,
mean?
there's no, as far as I understand, there's no guarantee that Bitcoin will continue to act like this. It may actually settle over decades into a normal sort of currency that doesn't go insane like this does. And then it will just be a normal part of life. But this is like the advent of Bitcoin the last few years.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. The first time, I said this in the chat before, but the first time it peaked and like it went from nothing to like whatever, it hit like
Millions.
10 or 12K or something. It seemed like seemed like a once in a lifetime event, but it's much higher now. I mean, to be fair, that proportionally that rise was much higher because it started out being worth like a fucking like $1 per Bitcoin and it went to 10K. The second time it went from maybe like 6K up to like 30K. So proportionally, like yeah, the first one was a much bigger spike. Even if it's the absolute numbers are higher now.
I really like
Yes.
how the slime coin that I'm currently holding is modeled after the Bitcoin in the way that it's got the data all over it. The little circuit board stuff. It's great.
I spent so long taking an image of the like physical Bitcoin representation and like photo bashing it and then sort of like drawing over the photo bash to make that design. And then I paid someone to make that into a vector, and then they did kind of a crappy job, so I had to go in and manually like make adjustments to the vector. That slime coin is like weeks of work just like getting it to look right. I'm honestly shocked that it didn't that like it looks as good as it does physically. I thought they would fuck it up, or like there would be parts of the text that like got mashed together or something, but no, it's perfect.
It is. It's remarkable.
It's so good. I just ordered 100 more of them, actually.
What, for fun? Or are you gonna sell them?
Well, the idea is that I'm assuming that they will be sold or used as promotional items in some capacity in the future. I don't know exactly what I'll do with them, but like I didn't quite sell out of the first 100 I got, but I was close enough that I was like, I should get more of these. And so I did. They're not here yet though. They're, I don't know, in the mail or whatever.
I like the idea of slime coin being the only physical exclusive cryptocurrency.
Yeah, like it's crypto, but every crypto it's contained on these circuit board coins and you have to physically exchange them. And they had like a USB port that you could like jack into to extract the data, but it's been like sanded off and you can't do that anymore. The data's in there, but it's totally inaccessible forever.
It's all gunked up with slime.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Money. I fucking love money.
Not me.
Sad to say, but it's true. But I only love money so much because capitalism means that I have to. It's not my fault. I'm a product of the system I was raised in.
True dat.
Patreon.com/BenSane if you want to make me happy by giving me more money.
Patreon.com/the Pro Crastinators to make both of us happy, unless like split it down.
That's true. That's true and valid. Very, very valid.
I could also say my own Patreon, but I haven't been making anything, so I feel like that's stupid.
I revealed, I've been hinting at on Twitter about the thing I've been working on.
Oh,
I haven't said it.
You said it in a Patreon Ben thing that I still haven't listened to yet.
I talked about it in the patron Q&A. I talked about what it was, and I said in that Q&A that I will probably be posting like patrons only like updates and like little previews and stuff at pieces of it as they get done. Actually, I was just working on a little bit for it before we started recording and thinking like, okay, when I'm done with this, I will, maybe arrange it into something that will make it for a nice little update thing. Just show those fucking guys over there what's going on. I was pretty I was pretty drunk when I recorded that FQ&A this month. I didn't think that I was at the time, but thinking back on it, I was like, I kind of don't remember recording it very well, so I think maybe I was drunk.
Lol.
And I just didn't realize. Yeah. Who knows how these things happen?
You're talking about your mysterious construction.
My mysterious construction, yes.
I kind of have a mysterious construction. And the same reason I'm not going to talk about it is the same reason you have, is that if I talk about it, the idea will be gone out of my head and I will have less incentive or less gusto. It'll drain my gusto and then I won't be making it as hard anymore.
Yep.
But yeah, that's a little thing. So I guess we're at a standstill. We're at a
so I guess neither of us can talk about anything. So that's the episode, everybody.
Well, hey Ben, Happy New Year.
That's right. Happy New Year.
Did you get a big drunk at the Happy New Year time?
No, I didn't do anything for New Year's. I got drunk the next day after one of my roommates had bought a bunch of whiskey. And then none of us did anything, and I just went to bed early on New Year's. I didn't stay up for midnight, because fuck it. And I woke up the next day, and the whiskey was just out on the table, and I just drank some. And then I went and I recorded the Q&A. So no, I didn't do anything for New Year's. Did you?
I guess, well, every year for the past 3 years, I've been doing a live stream on Gibbon Gaming for it's gonna be the fireworks will go off and it'll be Happy New Year during the stream, and everyone does that. But since I'm in a different time zone, it'll be earlier for a lot of people.
Yeah. True.
And that was fun. Played 24, the video game. And
why?
I don't know.
Because it's the countdown.
No, it was just my brother got me a bunch of shitty PS2 weird games that just cheap, and we like playing them and seeing how strange they are. 24 was actually pretty fun and good, but it got too hard near the end of the stream.
Is it a shooter? What is it?
24, the TV show?
Yeah, with
Kiefer
what's
Sutherland.
his name? Kiefer Sutherland, yeah.
Yeah. It was basically a season of 24 where there's things in different boxes moving around, and you're Jack Bauer or you're this agent or that agent, and you've got to kill people and jump and shoot and do the hacking and drive real fast, and it's actually quite good. For a PS2 game, at least. It's quite late in development. It was an alright stream. It was quite a few funny moments. But during that stream, after a really funny moment, I thought to myself, that thing that I was thinking of doing, going back over Gibbon Gaming to see...
Do I know what it is, or have you not told me?
Huh?
The thing you were thinking of doing. Do I know what it is?
Yeah, I talked about it on the last Heckles for Shekels live stream, I think. We were talking about going back over our own streams and maybe potentially paying somebody to get highlights of stuff. And I was thinking I should at least check to see how possible it is to even for myself to even do that. So I look back. There's 556 hours average sort of a ballpark estimate
of 500 hours. Oh my
500 something out of stream over the last 3 or 4 years.
Oh my god.
Not actually that much.
I say oh my god, but I wonder, maybe I might have a lot. I would do really long streams once in a while. Maybe I don't know. That makes me wonder how much I've got saved up from the past.
A few moments later.
Elisa, cut that out. Cut out.
What did you do? What did you do?
Is dinner arrived?
Okay.
I'm not gonna eat it now. What was I saying?
You were saying okay, Eleazar, cut me rambling there. That was, I don't know what I was talking about. You were saying about there were 550 hours of streams.
Yeah. So there's 500 something hours of streams, and if I played that back, it would be 225 something. A bunch of hours of rewatching my shitty streams at double speed. And I was like, that's like a full month of work if I watched my own streams for 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
And that's like, that seems like a fucking lot. But maybe I could just skim through a few episodes, a few of the streams. I go back to some of them, and they all have this terrible noise on them. And I never noticed before, because I just remember them having been, like, a thing. I never really go back and re-listen to them, and they've all got, like, noise.
What, like fan noise or something?
Yeah, fan noise, or just, like, background noise that's just annoying. And I'm like, oh god, I'll have to, like, download these, get rid of the noise, and then look through it. And I just realized that my Gibbon gaming streams suck, and like you really have to be there, and you really have to be in the room with me playing the game if you want to enjoy it. And I understand why nobody watches them.
That's streams. That's just what streams are. I don't know.
Yeah. It's just like that.
I think most people don't really care about a little bit of fan noise.
No, yeah, I suppose not. But like, it's annoying me that like I had never noticed and nobody has ever pointed it out all that time. But that's on me really for not listening back at all. Gibbon gaming sucks. I thought it was okay. I thought it was like cool or something.
Nothing's cool, Gib. That's your fucking problem. Is you think that's a thing that things can be. I am going to flip my fucking shit. Here's my promise. I will flip shit if I'm watching the ticker. If Bitcoin hits 34K while we're on stream, I will punch my fucking monitor. I will crack it. I will punch my Cintiq and smash it to 1,000 pieces. No, I won't do that. But it'll be fucking epic. And I will let you know. Did you hear any of that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you'll punch your Cintiq and destroy it.
I'll literally kill myself.
Oh, don't do that. Then all the money will go.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
it'll go to your firstborn.
Just Elon Musk will just inherit it by birthright, I assume. But the other thing that's keeping me going, the other thing that's keeping me from suicide, is that Bitcoin has been trickling down today. However, I also got some Ethereum, and the Ethereum went up and did really well. So I lost with the Bitcoin, but I gained some of that back with the Ethereum. So it's kind of like, I'm a little down, but I'm not so far down. I'm like, I'm good. Just eyes on the prize. Eyes on the prize, man.
Why is it called Ethereum? That's like a World of Warcraft magical crystal gem currency.
It sounds... Its logo is a fucking Final Fantasy jewel gem.
What a fucking nerd made that.
It looks fucking sick. Yeah. I don't know. There's a little blurb that PayPal lets you read about each of the crypto, and it's like, oh, Bitcoin pioneered blockchain technology, meaning that secure data is very secure and can't be hacked. And I'm like, okay, all right. And then it's like, Ethereum showed what else was possible in the realm of cryptocurrency. What makes Ethereum special is that it's used in the development of apps. And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? What do you mean it's used in... And it's like, oh, Ether is the actual currency. Think of Ethereum more as an engine, with Ether being the fuel that it runs. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about?
It really feels like alien technology that I need a Vsauce video to explain cryptocurrency. I need like basic baby shit to like none of the fundamental things of like, you can make coins with computers that just mine like what?
I think I understand.
I don't get it.
I think I understand the idea.
Do they mine at night? Is that the thing?
The blockchain. I obviously don't know how it works, but I think I understand the idea of the blockchain is basically just like a peer-to-peer network, sort of like what's the word? What's that thing? The way that you get illegal movies and stuff.
Torrenting.
Right. It's some kind of like peer-to-peer network, and like you can't I don't know. I read a little thing, and it's like it's secure because to like hack it at all, you would have to hack like every computer that runs it simultaneously or something. It's like, okay. So it's this, the reason why Bitcoin is a real thing is because this blockchain is very secure, and that means that a Bitcoin is not able to be like spoofed or duplicated because of how
secure it exists. Does it exist in many places at once? Is that the idea?
What I believe a Bitcoin is okay. I watched a video about this a while back, and a Bitcoin is just data, but it's like a specific piece of data. I think it's like a string of numbers that are the solution to some arbitrary equation, and there are like a set of these equations or something like that, and what each Bitcoin is the solution to like the next equation in the set. But it's like a very complicated one, and it needs like a huge amount of processing power to arrive at each one. And that's how what mining Bitcoin is. It's like it discovers these solutions through
like a daisy chain of computer like equations that is linear. Can you find the original Bitcoin?
I would assume so. I think so. Probably, yeah.
What if everybody turned their computers off? What would happen then?
I think well, then Bitcoin would probably cease to exist in the same way that the universe would not exist if we weren't around to experience it. I hope that I'm making a complete fool of myself, by the way, and everyone in the comments is like, Ben, you don't understand the first thing about the blockchain, Ben. You're not a blockhead like me, Ben. You don't know shit. You're a moron. You're a rube.
This is the right way to be, is you make a fool of yourself online about something that you don't know, and then you rely on people saying, actually, and then now you know. It's much easier than school.
It's better and cheaper than school, and you don't get coronavirus, and it's remote learning, but it's in the good way, because and the best part is I don't even have to learn it, because I don't have to read the comments if I don't want to. I can choose my own custom reality. I can choose to acknowledge or not acknowledge whatever facts the commenters choose to present me with. It's mine. The universe is mine to command, to control.
Yep. So, speaking of another graph that is constantly going to the moon right now is the coronavirus in the UK.
America too. Massachusetts.
It's really gross, and I don't like looking at it.
It's so fucking bad.
If you Google COVID UK and you get like the statistics, the Google statistics up, and there's like new cases, the little blip at the like March of last year is like it's now a little blip. It just goes up a bit, and then December, November, and now January is fucking crazy.
Okay, this is worse than I thought.
It's so upsetting. I'm scared, Ben. What do I do?
Okay, I mean, if you look at the one for the US is similar. Although I see that the UK in particular has like a really dramatic shoot up just in the last like couple weeks. So that's that's a bummer.
Yep.
I mean, the US also has like just since like late October, it has just, the waves in March and July are like pretty fucking small. Yeah, I'm pretty concerned about it too, but I'm very glad my dad I think is qualified for a phase 1 vaccination, which is good because he works in nursing homes. So
well, there you go. That's very good.
So he's probably going to get vaccinated pretty soon, which is good because he was the one I was most worried about, in terms of him, because of his vocation.
Yeah. I'm not so much scared of dying myself. It's just like, if I don't want to give my dad COVID. And he's the only one who actually has to go out because he works in construction and sometimes he needs to leave.
Oh God, yeah. It's pretty bad.
It's
pretty fucking bad.
I'm crossing my fingers, but like the whole like new strain of the virus that's super catchable is not nice. I don't like it.
Is that what its deal? It's super catchable?
Yeah, I forget the terms that are like smart people use them.
high transmission rate.
High transmission rate, like it can easily pass from one person to the other much more than the previous variant did, and so it's like you don't need to. Before it was like you wear your mask and you'll basically be all right as long as you don't like jump into like you don't, as long as you don't sniff somebody's like nose or whatever. But now I feel like if I go outside and I breathe the air somebody nearby has breathed, then it could happen. I don't know exactly how it works. I'm scared. I'm scared, and I just really is fucking with me every day. I don't like it. I'm trying to distract myself by thinking happy thoughts and playing video games, but like I'm trying also to not do that and instead work and get stuff done.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I was disappointed to see that it seems like vaccinations won't be available to the general population before like April or so. So, I want one. I want one real bad.
I want one as well. I don't mind waiting, personally, because as a younger person, I'm not as much at risk, and I don't need to go out so much. And I would like to know a bit more about the longevity of the vaccine based on how long it's been around, and people, 'cause once they start reporting how it's been for the people who got it initially, then I'll be more like confident in taking it.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. I am a little bit glad that I don't have to be the first one to fucking take it, because like, who knows? Although, I mean, it seems like all indications are that it works pretty well and doesn't really carry much risk of anything. But we'll see. There'll be like a whole bunch of people that get it first, and we can find out for sure. Lamau.
I mean, I don't think there's going to be like a risk of the vaccine itself. More so like, how long does it last, and how effective is it at doing the thing it's supposed to do? Do you need to take them once every 2 months? I don't know.
It seemed It seemed like, okay, you get. It lasts longer than that. I think it might last like up to a year or something, or.
Well, we've got different vaccines.
I'm pulling figures out my ass. I don't even remember. But you have to get two. You have to get like vaccinated once, and then you have to go back a month later for a second one. And like you're only like semi-vaccinated in the time between.
They were saying on BBC News that the first one is like the Oxford one they're talking about is like the first jab is like 95, so pretty effective, and then the next one, or maybe it was like 91, and then the next one bumps that up to like 98, 99. So the second one is not as important apparently, but it is important if you want big immunity.
I do want big immunity. Yes, I would like that very much. Actually,
S tier immunity, please.
I'll take the good immunity. Keep that shit immunity that's for the birds. Do
you imagine trying to vaccinate a bird? You wouldn't. You'd fly away.
Your needle would just go right through it. Cause just pierce it like a sword.
Just explode like in Shrek.
Wait. It's time. I gotta check on my Bitcoin. It's down a little bit. No.
Is this gonna be like a PCP arc? Ben checking Bitcoin and going, "Wow,
that's right." It's 33.55. 33.60. 33.570. Oh no. 33.57. 33.6. Okay. 33.57765544439. Remember, I bought in at 34.2, so that's what I really want.
You could probably do a live stream of you just looking at the thing and saying the numbers out loud.
Me like the live stream, it just shows the graph. I'm just like, 33.612, 604, 33.604, going once, okay, 613, 619. This is the best fucking game I've ever played. I can't believe how engrossing this is. This is the most interesting thing in the universe.
like a job for people who are blind and they want to get into Bitcoin, they would listen to your stream to get the numbers.
It's just me like saying them.
Saying them and occasionally going, "What?"
Minutes ago, oh my god. Okay, no, it's fine. Okay, 35. Okay, 36. Okay, 110. Okay. just they can tell just from my tone of voice how excited they should be. Oh my god. No, this was a mistake. Becoming a crypto guy, big mistake. This is the last mistake I'll ever make. This is it for me. I'm toast. I'm toast after this. There's no coming back from this. Not for me. I just don't have what it takes.
I feel like funny mistakes are pretty good, actually.
Well, if I hope you think it's funny. I hope you think it's funny when I'm in the poorhouse.
Well, like you're $100 or $200 having lost.
That's
now
right.
You can't afford the rich house that you have now.
That's right. I'll have to be a Bitcoin debt peonage. I'll have to I don't know, hammer license plates or whatever it is you do. I'll have to hammer license plates to put on Elon Musk's Teslas.
I thought you were about to say testicles. I don't know why.
Musk, that's right. No, that's what I was gonna say, but I censored myself because I knew that wouldn't play on YouTube. That would get us demonetized. I ran out of gummy shit. I ran out of my good gummy shit. Yeah. I was off keto. I was doing sugar gummies, but now I'm back on keto. So I need to use the keto stuff, the isomaltoligosaccharide, or the IMO. And I just used the last of it. And I don't have any more. And I'm sad. Because that stuff's so good. The last batch I made with it came out so good. I made little watermelon, like little half cubes. I didn't make worms, I made little cubes. And they were perfect. It was like the best ones I'd ever made. They were like chewy, sticky. They tasted just right. They had the perfect consistency. And I can't do it again because I don't have the stuff anymore. Because nobody sells it. No American company sells it, and the Chinese distributors will only sell it in like units of a metric ton. And I'm not going to drop like thousands of dollars on a metric ton of this fucking tapioca fiber.
What? So what is it? Is there a way to like science experiment your way to making it yourself? Or is it like the raw materials themselves are still also too difficult to get?
I feel like it's probably extracted in some sort of chemical process that I would need like industrial equipment to replicate. I would have to like receive shipments of whatever fucking Jerusalem artichokes or whatever and run them through some sort of like chemical bath. Is probably in a series of chemical treatments in order to separate the fiber powder from the fruit. So I don't think I can do that. But I can dream. I don't know.
I've been watching a YouTuber called Nile Red who does chemistry videos. They seem like they do a lot of fun things where they're like
Nile Red,
N-I-L-E Red. And it's just sort of like not basic chemistry. It's quite complex, and they use a lot of know-how.
Oh, I know this guy. I saw a video of him trying to take the caffeine out of Red Bull.
Yes, to make caffeine-free Red Bull.
Yes.
And he's made a lot of really interesting things where, honestly, my favorite part is just seeing the chemical processes he goes through. And him just dryly explaining that I did this, and then I did that, and then I waited until it was the right temperature, and then I took it up, and then I did this, and I filtered it off, and I did that, and now I have this. And it's like, it's just going through the process in a very like non-charismatic way, which is really, I don't know, I love listening to him.
Non-charismatic.
Yeah,
I like
charisma
videos that suck.
I love videos that suck. charisma is just like, hey guys, we're gonna video, and I'm like, shut up, don't ever say that to me again. You're all so smart and handsome, and you're talking to me like and you're on stage. You're like, shut up, just be boring and shitty. I like that more.
If you make me like you, it makes me hate you.
It's true.
Yeah, I know. I agree. I unironically agree. I hate it. I hate it when I don't know. I think there's an uncanny valley. There's a very steep uncanny valley where someone can do something in an almost charismatic way, and maybe they get close, but there's something a little off, and it just makes me hate them. Like
it makes me distrustful.
It's like you're manipulating me, and I hate you. Yeah,
just in a very subtle way, not like, oh, this guy's clearly fake. And it's just sort of like a very vague feeling that I can't really like accuse anyone of being anything in particular. I like it when there's just a straightforward series of events explained by a person. They don't need to be completely devoid of like comedy or heart. I don't know. Maybe it's just some sort of something I dislike about like the biggest YouTubers. Like I can't imagine like having a conversation with MatPat.
Oh
my
God. Oh my God.
Not that I would really want to have a conversation with like a YouTuber, like ew, gross, but like I don't know. That's not really the metric I was going for. I'm trying to explain it, but I can't because I'm stupid. Anyway, Now Red's really good. He made a video recently where he turned plastic gloves into grape soda flavoring and drank it.
What the fuck?
Because there is a chemical in a specific kind of like surgical glove that is very similar to the same chemical used to make grape soda flavoring. And so he chemically changed the thing using acids and bases and all these sorts of processes. And it was like I just love being along for the ride on those strange journeys. Like, what if I could do this? I tried it, and here's what happened. And it I'm worked.
Looking at that video and watching him just make like weird brown dirt-looking powder out of stuff.
Yeah,
and it looks gross, but damn, I wonder how it tastes. I guess it must taste all right. Is this?
Yeah, he goes into the whole like.
Is he a trans guy? Is he a trans guy?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay. I mean, not to assume. Just kind of looks.
He
like
seems
one
quite
to
young.
my eye.
He looks like quite a young guy. Like he's, I don't know, some sort of science prodigy, or like was really good at it in high school and then went straight into doing this sort of thing. He's been making videos for a long time.
Has he? He looks. I think he looks like he's not actually that young, but he has like a youthful face for his age.
Yeah, something like that. Because it
smooth.
Surprised me to see him like. I mean, even his voice is a little high pitched, and I saw his face for the first time once. I was like, that can't be the person who's making all these incredible science videos. That doesn't make any sense. How could somebody so young be so good?
He looks like an idiot.
No, I didn't mean that, but I did. Secretly.
Yeah. I've seen a few of these. The caffeine one was the one I remember. I've probably seen one or two others. Man, I love YouTube. I love watching YouTube videos. Oh man, a new summoning salt came out this past week.
Yeah,
boy, I just watched that.
His videos are great, but they're just sort of something about them is different from the original few that he made, where they seem like extremely long, and I get kind of tired.
There's a thing about the funniest thing in a summoning salt video is when like he'll get to a point where like this guy had finally achieved the ultimate run. He got all the good luck and he did all the good tech, and everyone was blown away. And the record was set, and it would stand for years. Except no, because the very next day, this fucking guy showed up, and he'll introduce some new guy. He did it in this past one, and he's done it before. And he'll show like the guy's whoever is being introduced, the guy's like YouTube avatar and their screen name, and it'll be like some guy, and it'll be like so and so 900 subscribers. It's like I don't know. It's like it's he's describing them as though they're this big fucking like heavyweight. They're like a celebrity that we should be like, oh shit, it's this guy, but it's like someone who you've never heard of, and nobody's ever heard of them, and this is the only thing that you would ever know them for.
I mean, I think it's just because watching speedrunners is such a time-intensive thing, keeping up with them. I think most people who watch speedrunners actively are speedrunners themselves, so it's a very small community of like hardcore people. And then us, like, laymen on the sidelines are just like, oh, what's that?
More like
lame,
like
a history.
Men.
It's just like, what's that going on there? Is that a record? Cool, they did it real quick, didn't they?
Wow. Ooh, video games. I like video games.
But I would never like watch a speedrunner.
Like watch him
over
live?
and over again. Yeah.
No, God, no. God, can you imagine?
You'd need to. I mean, at first you'd need to know the run that they're doing and why it's difficult. I can't imagine getting into speedrunning without also doing speedrunning. You know what I mean? Like watching it.
Yeah, the most dedicated viewers are probably. I speaking of speedrunning, I watched another video that I watched, I think this morning or last night or somewhere in between. There's a guy called Carl Jobst, and he made a video asking about Dream and whether Dream cheated or not. Do you know about this whole Dream thing?
I think I've seen the video you're talking about.
It was really good, and I've been one of those people who is just like sort of bewildered by this, suddenly seeing everyone talking about this guy Dream all over Twitter and stuff. And I guess now I understand what it was. It's very frustrating because after watching that video, I understand. I feel like I understand completely what happened and why and how he cheated and why it seems like he definitely did cheat. But I also completely understand how people could like fail to get how it was that he did cheat and like how they know. I don't know. Like he gives some examples. He shows examples on screen of people saying like, or I don't know. Because it wasn't like it wasn't one particular run of Minecraft that was cheated. It was like the game itself was altered to give him better odds of getting a particular thing to happen. It was very sneaky, and sort of impossible to prove unless they go to they do all this fucking running trillions and trillions of like statistical models of it to like see if they can get luck like that, and they can't. It's impossible. I don't know. It was pretty neat. I thought it was it's a neat thing that happened.
It is pretty like I could imagine he cheated based on the evidence that was provided, but there's still wiggle room to say like
no.
No, but like it's the fact that there's like it's not proven like concretely.
There's wiggle there. I feel like there's wiggle room. I feel like there's wiggle room for him to be a weasel about it,
yes,
and be disingenuous about it in a way that people will believe because they don't understand, right? Because they haven't had it like explained numerically to them. Because what it really is like a numbers question of like, are these numbers possible? No. But if you like sort of divert from that question, you're like, oh, but the run itself is totally possible, and it's like, yes, that's true, but that's not the point. But you can make it about that if you want to, which he has every reason to do.
Yeah.
Lamau. So I don't know. Now I know. Now I know what the deal with that is.
I did see I guess we're just talking about YouTube videos we've seen recently.
I guess so. I mean, what else do we fucking talk about?
Well, I could talk about how I've been depressed.
LOL.
Did you see my my Money Spenders podcast? You said you listened to it.
I did listen to it. I did.
Yeah.
You've been cleaning that room for like a long time now.
Well, I mean, it's pretty clean now. But like Henry's room
I feel like it's been months that you've been saying like you were gonna clean that room. You know?
I mean, it was the whole of December basically. Like I said I would do it. I said I would do it at the end of November, and then it was, I don't know.
Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm smoking crack, but I feel like multiple times in like previous ones you've mentioned that as a thing that you were gonna do. I don't know.
Well,
Which is fine.
I probably mentioned it multiple times, as in I talked about it on November's Money Spenders podcast and on the PCP maybe once or twice.
Maybe that could be it.
In any event, yeah, it's weird and annoying. I seem to have like the big like everything sucks, and I'm the worst guy ever. Time to die in the morning when I'm waking up, and then I'm like, oh yeah, whatever, and I'm okay. And I've been doing that. My mysterious construction has been underway, and then during the end of the day, I'm like, oh, but you know what? I really am the worst guy, and I should die, and all that stuff. Then I go to bed, and I wake up, and it's fine in the middle of the day, and it's like, well, I mean, I guess it's working. I guess something's working here. I can't wait to tell my therapist who will be useless about these things.
Is your therapist useless?
It's just early days right now. They asked me to like write down what I do during the day, and then they'll start formulating a plan of like reform your thoughts and think positively instead of negatively. And it's just, you know, it's the sort of stuff you hear and it's like, yeah, that sounds easy. Just do something else. Just have a different thought instead of the one you're having.
Yeah,
I really wish there was like an obvious way to change it, but there isn't. You just need to figure out how to trick yourself into thinking the other thing.
Okay, hold that thought. 33754. 33754. We're getting there. We're gonna make it.
Nice.
Oh god, 337504734. No. Okay, I can't look. Keep going.
I don't know. There was this Wysa app, WYSA, which is supposed to be like therapy but like an AI. And I'm like, well, I guess I'll do fucking anything. I'll do the cringiest
therapy but
stuff.
an AI. Does it like prompt you with questions to think about or something, or is it like a chat
prompts
bot?
you with you chat to it and you say things and it's like, how are you feeling? Oh, I see. Here's something that maybe like you could think about. Maybe try doing this, and here's some examples of thinking patterns that lead to depression. And it's like, it's kind of helpful hearing it like written out based on what I'm telling it. It's not that very good though, and it repeats itself a little. But I think just having that has been all right for the past few days.
Sounds like something like that is good in that it can just like prompt you to be thinking in the right way, and like you don't need a person to basically remind you the same things over and over again, right?
Yeah, a lot of the difficulty is
to keep your mind on the right mindset or whatever.
Is when you slip back into the bad mindset. It's difficult to use your compromised brain to do anything, you know, like because it's already thinking in the wrong way, and you need someone to tell you, actually, this is a logical fallacy, and you need to think differently to maximize like everything, and or you know, the ways I'm thinking are like, oh, I see, that is this sort of problem that I keep having. I get it. Like having just knowledge of thinking patterns is useful.
I find the same thing about like at nighttime. My mood often markedly gets worse at night, and I feel the most depressed at those times. And I don't know, my usual solution to that is better get on a regular sleep schedule, so I'm going to sleep before I start feeling like that. That is that's what is helpful to me about that particular issue.
A lot of the things that are like the simple solutions to these problems, like get some exercise, have a regular sleep schedule, change your place, change your environment regularly, change your diaper, stinky.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Smells like poo.
I mean, at the moment, it's oh, shut up! Don't say the word. You can imply it, but you can't say it.
I'm sorry. YouTube, I'm sorry. Don't demonetize us. I'm already losing so much. Oh my god, 33,650.
You fucking cursed
Jesus Christ. I'm already lost everything. YouTube, please don't take this from me.
What was I saying?
I don't know.
The basic things like get exercise, change in scenery, like environment. If you stay in the same room for all day, every day, it makes you go insane, which is a problem right now because that's what they're expecting people to do in the lockdown situation. And I'm like, gee willikers, I can't really solve that problem. So I gotta escape into the VR world or fucking play Minecraft or just think about I need a video game analysis video to say this is the most immersive game ever, and I'm like, I'll buy it, I'll play it. I want to be immersed. I want to pretend I'm somewhere else.
Yeah.
But yeah, that all I can do right now is exercise on like a bike, like a stationary bike. That's a pretty good one. I'm lucky I have that.
That is pretty good. If I had a stationary bike, I might use it.
Or a running machine. Those are alright as well.
You mean a treadmill?
Treadmill, that, yes.
A running machine is like those robots that they make. You know, the ones that are going to be killing us soon. The Boston Dynamics ones.
Oh,
they're right in my backyard. They're right in my backyard, Gib. They're coming for me.
Could you send a little drone over to take a sneak peek?
I can't. I'm afraid that I can't tell them what to do. Nobody can anymore.
I saw that they were doing like, oh, the Boston Dynamics robots are doing a little dance now. They've learned how to dance. And it's like making them appeal to the human brain as like not a danger, not a threat. And then they
don't fall for it. Don't fall. It's the same. It's literally the same as the Pete Buttigieg dance. He's trying to convince you that he's a real human being and you shouldn't be afraid of him. Don't fall for it.
And you know, the Spot or dog, whatever the Boston Dynamics dog is, he's got like the little crane head with the clamp. And he's like coming in, and then he pulls out a Glock, and he just starts fucking going to town.
He loves it. He loves it.
Yeah, all we need to do is to develop guns that robots can't use with their mitten hands, and we'll be all right. We got to develop weaponry that can only be activated by sincere creativity, and we just like artists will be the most powerful people.
You have to. No, wait, it's literally endless war. You have to enter a CAPTCHA every time you fucking fire a gun. It's literally that. We fucking pioneered it. You have to solve it's on the side of the gun as a little touchscreen. You have to solve the CAPTCHA before it can fire. Robots can't use it. Robots neutralized.
Dude, robot uprisings is going to be so fun when we get to shoot people and we don't have to feel bad about it.
Oh, because they're robots?
Yeah.
There's a VR game. There's an Oculus game that I think is about shooting robots that seemed like was very well reviewed. And I think I, at some point, planned to get it, but I didn't. And I don't remember what it's called anymore. And I have a problem where I feel like my Oculus Rift went heavily underutilized because the only thing I ever used it for was Super Hot and a a little bit of Beat Saber that one time. Not Beat Saber. Whatever the VR one is, where you slice the cubes.
Yeah, that's Beat Saber.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Beat Saber. Feel like I didn't get my money's worth out of that freaking thing, and it's such a fucking hassle to set up.
It wasn't your money though; it was the Vapors Kickstarter money.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true.
You gotta get the people. You gotta give the people what they want.
I never set up. Back when I used to stream, I said that I was going to set up like VR chat. I was going to do like VR chat, or I said I was thinking about doing it, but I wanted to have it like. I wanted to set it up so that I could see the Twitch chat on like in the headset, like displayed in front of me, so I could read what people were saying while I was VR chatting. And that seemed like so. I tried to do it, and I couldn't figure it out. One guy like kept messaging me, like reminding me, like, "Here, this is how you do it. Here's some software that lets you how to do it." And I kept saying, like, "Okay, I'll check it out. And I never did it. I never checked it out. I let everyone down. I failed. What you eating?
I'm eating beef bourguignon.
What? You made that up.
Beef bourguignon.
Beef? That's not real.
Beef bourguignon and rice.
You're a fucking liar.
Google it if you can, because it's hard to
spell.
I
can't. That's not a real word.
Beef bourguignon is French.
Oh god, it's real.
It's basically just like
looks like a stew. It's just beef.
It is. It's a beef and onion stew, but it's very nice.
Sure. Whatever. Let me complain. Let me complain about something. I'm actually very upset about this. I said before that Fat Ben is back, right? And that I found this out right before I went to go see my parents for the holidays because I weighed myself. Now, when I weighed myself, I was like, "Oh wow, I'm almost back up to like the weight that I was at my heaviest." Right, at my heaviest before, like around at Radcon 3, I was about 195. I was almost 200 pounds. This time I weighed myself and I was about the same. I was like 190 something. And I was like, "Oh shit, damn." Good thing I didn't hit 200 though. Time to clean up my act, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm glad I caught myself before I could hit 200. So, I go back on strict keto. I go back on very strict keto. I start eating cauliflower. I'm eating chicken. I'm eating, I'm cutting back on all the stuff. I'm going back to strict keto diet. Well, I weighed myself yesterday and I fucking gained like 8 pounds. And I'm like 200 and something now. And I'm so angry. I'm so angry to report that. Because I've been keto for like a week now. And usually when you start keto, you shed a bunch of weight at the beginning because your fucking glycogen depletes. What the fuck happened? I don't understand. And I'm fucking mad about it. And I'm taking it out on you. Fuck you.
Okay, I don't really feel like I've been attacked, but good job.
Well, darn. I fucked it up then. Feel sorry for me right now.
Okay. There.
Okay.
There.
Don't fucking go overboard. That's enough. Stop. I'm upset. But it's okay. Just gotta stick to the plan. Just gotta trust the plan. Where we go one, we go all. Follow. Q is the thing. That's what I was referencing there. That was a joke.
Do you think it might be fate to be fat, Ben? Because there's like similar letters to fate and fat.
Horrible. Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense.
Fate, so, Ben.
I think that this is just destiny. It doesn't even have anything to do with my diet. It's just destiny. Just how fat, what weight do the stars want me to be?
3,000 pounds.
Oh my god. Wait. Hold on. Eleazar, cut this part. I gotta mute. I gotta be back. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Hey, what's up? Hey, what are we talking about? Hey, what did I miss? Huh?
You missed the Gib song. The Gib is Alone song. That's part of the bonus episode.
Oh, yeah. Boy, I should head over to patreon.com/theprocrastinators for an only $5. Make it possible to in the future hear that in the outtakes bonus content episode that will exist one day, I'm sure. Surely we must be getting close. Surely we must be approaching the point where we have enough to make that. And when we do, all this foreshadowing will pay off in splendid fashion.
Mm-hmm. People can try to piece together what clips each episode is from.
Yeah. Ooh. It's a puzzle and a podcast.
You have to work for your entertainment.
Isn't that the best kind though? Isn't that when you feel the strongest connection to a work?
I suppose.
When it demands something from you.
Yeah, if you just listen to a podcast and you don't like put the work in, you didn't. What's the copy pasta? Like you didn't improve. You didn't.
Oh,
you
cheated not only the game but yourself.
But yourself, yeah.
Hell yeah. You cheated not only the podcast, but yourself. Oh, no. We're stalled out. We're stalled out at 33.57, 33.583. 35.99? 5.99. Can I get 600? No. Oh, there it is. 613. 613. 610. Holy shit. It's too much.
It must update quite quickly.
Yeah, like every few seconds it does.
Maybe it's just your heart rate that you're looking at going up and down.
If that were true, then whenever I looked at it, it would skyrocket. Earlier today, I opened up the thing with the ticker on it, and I looked at it, and I glanced at it, and I saw like, okay, it's been holding pretty stable. But as soon as I looked at it, it just plummeted. It just like like went through the floor. I was like, no, I have to not look. I can't look at it. And I looked away and I closed the window, and it worked because now it's going to the moon. Wait. I gotta update you. I gotta give you live updates. I know you crave them. Here's where we're at now. As we see, it's progressed.
It's been wibbly wobbling around that same bit, but it's still pretty high up there.
It's just kind of been chilling. Well, wait. I'll show you where it started for me. This is for context.
For
context. There. That was where it was when I bought it. So as you see, it was a harrowing day of it just tanking. And then just when we started recording this, it was like, oh, maybe things aren't so bad.
Oh, wow. You bought it pretty high up.
Yeah.
That was the second time you bought?
That was the second time I bought it, and it was a mistake. No. It seems pretty stupid. But then this is let me show you the last day or two, or this is the last week or so. And you will see that it's even worse. It's even more foolish than it appears at first glance. Around here
is where it is on screen.
In the grand scheme of things.
Oh ho ho.
So obviously that's the time to buy.
Well, what if that's the peak for the next whole year?
It might. It literally could be. It literally could be that that Bitcoin will never ever be this high again, and this was the highest it will ever go in the history of the universe.
That's funny.
It's been. I mean, okay. Just for one more piece of context. Here's the entire history. Here's the entire history of Bitcoin. That shows where we're at now relative to where it started, and so okay, we're up there on fucking Mount whatever.
2011, I think it started, and then 2018 or 2017, big boy. now, yeah, wow, it's twice, almost like a third.
2020 end of 2017, beginning of 2018 was when it was like, because over on the left there, it's worth like fucking a couple dollars, and then it explodes up to like almost 20K, and that's when like fucking freaks like Elon Musk all made like a shit ton of money selling at the peak or whatever. Yeah, and then it kind of went down, and then in the ensuing years, I'm thinking like, dang, that was the time. That was if I was ever gonna, if Bitcoin was ever gonna make fortunes, it would have been then. Like, surely it's not gonna happen again. Well, here we are. Oh well.
I mean, yeah.
What are you gonna do?
It's not really gonna make fortunes from because it didn't start so low. You couldn't have bought it.
Yeah.
And then it increased.
It's not gonna. It's not such a dramatic. Yeah, you're not gonna go from owning like a few $100s to owning like hundreds of thousands of dollars. Or millions or whatever. You're gonna go from having a few million in Bitcoin to having like a few tens of million in Bitcoin.
Like if you have a single Bitcoin. I mean, it is a big increase. That's an interesting graph. I like looking at graphs.
Pretty cool, right? Numbers, they really make you think. Really make you get the juices flowing. All right.
Oh,
I love bogging down the podcast with Bitcoin talk. This is my new thing. This is the new arc. This is the start of the Bitcoin arc. This is the Bitcoin podcast now.
Oh no! Do I have to learn about something?
No. Well, yes.
Can I be the person who doesn't know about Bitcoin?
Yeah. Well, you can.
That you explain
be
things
like,
to.
You can be the guy who's always like, but Ben, what does that mean? And you're like the audience surrogate who doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about. And I could be like, aha, you fool, you rube. Well, I'll explain it to you. So
yeah. And then you'll make a fool of yourself.
Symbiotic
and the chat will like correct you over and over again.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be like a comedy routine where you're like the straight man audience surrogate, and I'm like the pompous dullard who thinks he knows, and that's wherein the comedy emanates. That's whence the comedy emanates. I believe that's how comedy works.
Ever since I became the trans, as they say,
Lamau.
All these like terms that are like male gendered that I used to think, oh well, they're like gender neutral, like layman and straight man, and it's like it feels different now thinking about it. Like, I don't want to change the word because that sounds weird, because I know it as straight man, straight ma'am.
Mm-hmm. Straight ma'am. Woman. I like that.
Straight ma'am. Like,
I like that a lot.
It's the first thing I think of, like replacing man with ma'am, but it's kind of hard to notice. So I don't know.
When I posted that picture from the RadCon calendar, suggesting that Tom would be the next to transition, I thought it was really funny when people suggested like, can't wait for Tomboy Oliver, and I thought that was really funny, because like a tomboy is a girl, so to make Tom into a girl, you make his name boy. I don't know. Hilarious.
It was hilarious. I laughed when I saw that comment.
Comedy genius.
And then in that lineup, Munchie would be next. So
no, Nate after Tom.
Oh yeah, Nate, then Munchie, then you,
then me. Wait, are we missing someone?
No. It was only the
Oh yeah, you're right.
6 of us.
Only the 5 of us. Man, I look so fucking good with my goth makeup and my wig. That wig was sick. Lending me that wig was the only good thing May ever did in her entire life.
Lamau.
Good times. Good times at RadCon 4. I've
got a cool new thing to announce. So it's not really an announcement, but
I'll be the judge of that.
I never knew, because I didn't know what Webkinz was. I didn't know that Hippocrit, the hippo, the plush, was a Webkin.
I still don't know what Webkinz are. I know that they
Webkinz
are
is like,
okay. Yeah,
you know,
okay, go
Beanie
on.
Babies from the time of when that was the thing. It feels a little bit similar to that, where they're like collectible animals of some brand.
Okay, so it's a specific like company. It's a specific line of plushes.
Yeah, well, yeah. They have like different I don't know, seasons of plushes. Like, not all the plushes look exactly the same style. The one I had was like sort of anatomically correct hippo as opposed to a cartoon hippo, which is the other things that you could
hippo
buy.
does not look like he's part of like a line. He just looks like a hippo.
No, he's like a National Geographic Webkinz crossover, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
But Webkinz is a digital video game, sort of like Club Penguin MMO, early internet stuff, where you get your pet and you have them digitally, and you can they have a room, they have a house, they can play you play mini games to get coins that you can spend on furniture and outfits, and it's
like
Club Penguin, but with plushes that you buy.
So is it like Club Penguin, but with like a Skylanders sort of element wherein you buy like a physical toy and then you scan it into the game?
I suppose I think you can get like pets in the website Webkinz. I only played it. I
thought that's what you did. I thought you like scanned hippo in and
I scanned hippo in and
appeared,
I scanned hippo in, and hippo now exists digitally on my account. I never played this when I was young, so I had like Kazi tell me all about it, and I played like a bunch of their funny Flash game things they have. Rest in peace, Flash, by the way. That's gone. It's all dead.
Oh yeah, that just died.
I haven't checked. I haven't felt the need to check to see if things are dead, but
I had to check because in the patron Q&A for I brought up CCC City. You know what that is? I've talked about that, right?
Is that Sonichu?
No.
What is that?
No, it's not Quickville.
Oh,
no,
okay.
It's the opposite of Quickville. No, CCC City. CCC City is a bit like a Flash. I think they were originally in Flash video animation series by this guy called Vinny Veritas on Newgrounds, and I used to really like them.
I remember you saying those names. I forget what it's about.
It's not really about anything. It's just like animations that take place in this like sort of fantasy urban location called CCC City. Anyway, I went to Newgrounds to see if they had survived the death of Flash, and yes, they did. They're just uploaded as videos now. I guess they've been converted somehow, which is nice. I wonder if everything is. I wonder if like.
I mean, videos are just.
I wonder if like Triachnid
than the way, because they weren't designed like, and all the Flash games, of course. I don't know what they're gonna do. Maybe there's. I've seen HTML games. Maybe they've been transformed into that. Some people, but they would have had to like actively, like the owners of those games would have had to actively preserve them. Anything that was just left on, I think, doesn't work anymore. And that sucks.
Okay,
but
I'm on.
I guess that might be like
this must not have been.
Huh?
This must not have been Flash. I'm on the Newgrounds page for Triachnid, and it still works. So that must not have been Flash, I guess.
Wow. I mean, I know nothing
weird.
really about it. I just have heard that Flash is dying and everything will be gone. I'm like, oh, that's sad. Wow, that's sad. Yeesh. I didn't really do anything about it.
I know that there were. I know there were efforts to preserve stuff, and I don't know. It'll be sad. It'll be sad when I start hearing about specific things that were lost. It's like, oh, this doesn't exist anymore because Flash is dead. Even if Flash is dead, one could hypothetically still like download something and then like run Flash locally on their computer, right?
Yeah,
and like convert it like that. Like just because Flash is dead doesn't mean that things that were in Flash can no longer be converted to
Yeah, I feel like it's possible to it's just all of the things that are not easy to get a hold of or are like abandoned, you can't just, I don't know, you'd have to put in the effort to make it work again. Yeah. And if it was, I mean, I don't know what Club Penguin Rewritten was like when Disney destroyed Club Penguin because they're evil bastards and I can't ever forgive them.
Wait, who did? Who killed it?
Disney. They bought Club Penguin quite early on, I think.
Did they?
And it was a Disney property for a while. But then they deleted it, they got rid of it, so that they could push their new Club Penguin mobile app game, which was a 3D version of Club Penguin on mobile. And it was fucking terrible. It was filled with microtransactions and bullshit. Nobody played it, so they realized that it was a failed investment, and they cancelled the new thing. So now Club Penguin doesn't exist, except in this illegal version of Club Penguin that fans recreated. And I assume that still uses Flash, so maybe that is in trouble. They probably figured it out, though.
That's just like when Cuomo said that you'll get $1 million fine if you vaccinate anyone who's not supposed to get vaccinated. It's the same. Capitalism.
What?
Capitalism ruins everything. Vaccinations, Club Penguin, it's all part of the system. That was the thing.
I guess follow.
Because I don't know. The Disney bought it and they had it and they were like, oh, we can't make money off it, so we'll throw it in the trash. Nobody gets it. And Cuomo's like, nah, only the fucking the essential people get the vaccine.
Get the Club Penguin.
Anyone that doesn't get vaccinated, no, you can't use it on someone else. Throw it in the trash if it doesn't use. You can't get the priority guidelines.
I didn't know about that. That's stupid.
That's what I'm hearing. Is that it's like they're not allowed to use it except on people who are set for it, and like apparently this is going to cause some sort of supply glut, which might lead to doses of the vaccine just getting discarded and trashed because they expire after a while.
That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life.
This is what seems to be what is potentially the result of this new order of Cuomo's to not vaccinate. You'll get fucking murdered, and you'll lose all your fucking practicing licenses if you fuck around. If you fuck around with this and vaccinate anyone who's not supposed to get it. Capitalism.
Stupid. The primary goal should be very clear. Vaccinate as many people as possible. Prioritize the people who need it most. If you have it lying around, give it to people. That's so simple.
Fuck, literally, like if you've got them, literally just give them to fucking anyone. And it's I mean, for sure, I agree. I mean, I'm sure.
Did they do it so that the people who, like, I don't know, they don't trust the doctors to not use it on themselves and to their families first? You have to do it on these specific people, otherwise we'll kill you.
Yeah. Because
we don't trust you to use it responsibly otherwise.
I think that's the idea, yeah. But if doses get discarded because of that, like, fuck that.
Yeah,
fuck that.
It's much worse.
Yeah. Pretty cringe. But anyway, I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about Club Penguin. I want to hear more about that and Webkinz.
Dude, Club Penguin's so fucking good. You get your penguin and you club them over the head.
I always wanted to play Ragnarok Online. You ever play that? You ever see that? You know what that is?
I feel like I saw a review of Ragnarok Online.
Ragnarok Online looked like I never even saw anyone play it. I literally just saw like the sprites from it, and I saw some screenshots from it, and I just really, really wanted to play it, but like I couldn't, and I don't know why. Like I tried to sign up online and I couldn't. Maybe my internet wasn't good enough, or I didn't have the specs for it or something. And I don't even know what it was. I just remember a burning desire in my young child heart to play Ragnarok Online because it had cool looking anime chibi. It had like Gaia Online sprites, but like less stupid looking. and I think you could like fight monsters.
So, it's on Steam. I guess you can play it.
Is it? Wait.
I just googled it and it looks like it's on Steam. Oh, wait.
Oh.
No. At the request of the publisher, Ragnarok Online is no longer available for sale on Steam. What?
It was.
Did they turn off the servers or something?
I see an article that says Ragnarok Online goes free to play. Okay, well there's a Ragnarok Online mobile that I think is a remake or something. It might be a new thing. I don't know when this is from. This could be years old for all I know. This is from October 17th, 2019. A new Android version of the well-known MMORPG for PC is coming west this year after experiencing enormous success in Asian countries. Okay, so they're remaking it basically. And that's probably why they took it off Steam. The old version. I mean, I'm sure it was crap. I'm sure it was dog shit, fucking grindfest Korean bullshit. Just like what's the other one?
Everything?
Maple Story. You ever play Maple Story?
Is that the side-scrolling one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it reminds me of when I did the 24-hour stream and I played Maple Story for like half of it.
I remember a bit
that was so cool. This game sucks so fucking bad. Maple Story is like, it's like, oh, what was that game we played for RFCK?
Oh, yeah, I know. It's
and it's the one by the Diary of a Wimpy Kid guy.
Was it from that guy? Pop Tropica.
Yeah, literally the guy who made Diary of a Wimpy Kid also made Pop Tropica.
That's really funny.
It's so fucking weird.
I love shitty games. They're so great.
I had never heard of Pop Tropica before Munchie told me about it, but when I played it, I was just like, oh my god, this is literally just Maple Story, but without, like, cool anime combat. It's the same fucking game. Or I guess a Maple Story is just Pop Tropica, but with anime. But I'm pretty sure Maple Story came first, so
it's 2003, yeah.
Around. I mean, I played Maple Story in my freshman year of college, which was 2000 and... Wait, Maple Story is 2003?
Yeah. Well, I'm just looking at Google, it says that.
Yeah. Wow, how old was I in 2003? Like 15?
Like 58? Like
80? Yeah. Oh, no. It's over. It's over for me. Wait, when did Pop Tropica come out? I don't know. It was very surreal. Very surreal experience. I don't know. Is initial release date September 2007. Oh yeah. Yeah, developer the Jeff Kinney Group. Jeff Kinney is the that fucking guy. Wimpy Kid guy.
Man.
When you're a fucking rich, powerful dude, you literally just make everything. You literally just bend culture to your will.
Diary of a oligarch.
More like
kid.
Diarrhea of a Wimpy Kid. Because anyone made that joke before?
Diarrhea of a simpy
Diarrhea. Kid. No. I'm sorry, but no. What were we fucking talking about?
I don't know. Old games. Club Penguin.
Old games.
Flash Dead. Flash Dead gone.
Flash Dead. Hippo. Webkinz.
Hippo is I didn't really have anything else to say on the Webkinz front. It was just like I'd never played Webkinz before, and now Hippo exists digitally. And if anyone likes Webkinz, that's cool. I ran around for a bit, and I gave her like some funny shoes. I went to the school, and during recess I dug in the sandpit and I found a full like football outfit and I put that on.
Can I visit Hippo online? Can you give me a URL?
To
go to her house.
I think it's possible.
And vandalize it.
We could do like a thing where Ben Saint comes to Hippocrit's house.
Agreed. I'm ready. I'm ready when you are. Just give me a time. Just give me time and a place. We can have a socially distanced date.
Socially. Oh yeah, me and Kazi were on there, right? Kazi has like a horse that looks just like Little Bit, and I
What on Webkinz?
On Webkinz. She was a big.
Is Little Bit a Webkin?
No, but she has something that looks just like him. Just a generic horse thing. And it's not called Little Bit, so it's from before. She played Webkinz a lot, and we were going around trying to harass some of the kids, some of the youngsters. We're basically
okay. So you and Kazi were going around harassing children. Okay, got it.
But nobody paid attention because I think they were just min-maxing playing the game. They were going into this one room.
Min-maxing. They were gooning out.
They're literally gooning, like Goon Central over here. They just walked into this room and they clicked on a thing and then they disappeared. And we clicked on it and it was like, every day you can come back here and get a thing. So we figured that these players were like non-socially playing Webkinz to maximize and get all of the stuff every day that they can, doing their daily quests. And it was really funny because these little funny animals, they're moving across the screen. And me and Kazi, because you can't like type in Webkinz, you can only say stock phrases. And we just we just surrounded them when we could, and we just said, "I feel bad."
Wait, really? Oh God!
You can say like you can say "I feel good," and then people can respond in kind by clicking on your like speech bubble. And so we were just being like, I feel mad, surrounding them, and it was very strange. But I don't think any of them paid attention. It was just really funny for a little while. So Webkinz Bandits.
Very bizarre.
If you want to join my gang,
you should have streamed that. Honestly, that sounds.
I could stream it,
like some performance art shit.
I could stream it. It could happen again.
Harassing kids in Webkinz. Damn, they're just trying to do their dailies, bro.
It's so funny when we realize that. Like, why? I mean, I guess any game can be min-maxed and gooned, but it's just funny because it's. I mean, they're so cute.
What do you do dailies for? Like to buy like clothes or something? You get money, or like furniture for a house.
You get money,
something?
And you can buy furniture and clothing and different houses and special, I don't know, access to mini games or membership or whatever.
Do you think it's actually kids?
I would imagine that it's people who played it as kids who just still play it. Because nostalgia. I don't know how big Webkinz is, though. It could still be, like... There weren't that many people around. There's, like, 1 or 2. So I don't know. No idea.
I don't know. Something about that makes me really sad. I don't know whether it's sadder in my mind to imagine a child doing that or an adult doing it out of nostalgia. They both kind of bug me and get under my skin in different ways, and I don't like thinking about either one.
I think
perfectly honest.
It makes me feel a little sad, the idea that they're playing it alone, presumably, and min-maxing by themselves, because like the whole point of those things is like you have your cute little animal and you dress them up. And then you show off, like, look what I have. I got shiny shoes, haha. And it's like, if there's no one around, like that was what depressed me about playing World of Warcraft back when I was doing that. I was like, man, I feel compelled to do all these quests and get all these numbers go up, but at the end of the day, all these incredible achievements I have and all this cool gear and mounts and titles, nobody is paying attention to anyone. They're all just focused on themselves, and the community's soul is completely gone. Sucks.
Yeah.
Feels like living in the city where everyone's walking past each other. You can't even stop and say, hello, how are you doing? You always got somewhere to be.
You can.
You can.
You can stop and say, hello, how you doing?
But then they say, get the fuck away from me, freak! And then they throw you to the ground.
They say, get on the ground!
Get on the ground so you're easier to hit.
Blat, blat. Yeah. Bummer. Sad but true. I don't know. Video games, man. Video games.
Yes, that is such a thing as that.
I got a really strange game this week. I just bought it on a whim because it looked interesting. But let me tell you about it. It's called Noita, Noita.
Oh,
and it's like
yeah.
Do you know it?
I know it based on a specific German 985 stream moment that is quite infamous. But yeah, keep going.
Oh really? Okay, because I'd never heard
related,
of it.
It's not related to the game. That moment is just a really funny German moment.
Wait, what is it? I'm curious.
Well, he was playing the game and he started betting with his audience about, like, you know, community subs where you give like subs to whoever's in chat and it just randomly distributes them. So like you give subscriptions. He was like betting with his chat that he could do certain things in the game, like hitting an enemy or like not dying in this next room. And if I do it, or if I don't do it, I'll give 15 community subs. And then he did it and he was like, haha. And then chat was like, oh, double or nothing. And then the bets kept getting higher until he was like, all right, if I miss the next shot out of this gun, then I have to give like 500,000 community subs. Like, it was getting ridiculous. And predictably, he was right next to the enemy. He shot right past it. He missed. It was the funniest moment. And now Germa 985 owes chat like $2.5 billion in community subs.
Okay.
And so much stuff about what is happening in his current streams is like, he'll do something that chat wants him to do if they shave off like a few $1 million from the debt, and it's a running joke and it's really funny.
That's so funny. That's really funny. Okay, wow. I'm surprised that Noita was related to that, because I've never heard anyone mention this game, but I saw it and I was like, oh wow, that looks really fucking neat. Is it like a well-known game?
I'm not sure. I think it just played it because it was cool and indie and out recently.
Well, for the audience, I'll say that it's a roguelike sort of. It's like gives like a, you know, randomly generated dungeons, but like the way the world is generated is it's based on like those like sand physics sort of games. You know what I'm talking about? The ones where you put fucking sand in a on the screen and then you like drop other kinds of sand on top of it and they like pile on each other and you can make like gas particles and stuff and they float around. Like it's like physics based like that.
Right. Yeah.
And there's and it's really fucking neat, but it's really fucking hard. And I have honestly not made very much headway at all. I think I got to like the third stage like one time, and I have no idea how many stages there are. I found like a couple of secrets in like, I found a secret boss in the first stage, but it was like so far beyond my ability to deal with. I got obliterated. It's hard. It's a hard game, but I really like that. Like, I really like playing with those like particle physics games, and I thought it's just really wild to me that they actually that they would make a game that combines those two things. I just think that's neat as hell, and I'll probably fuck around with that some more this week, because you know, if I like video games, I like to play them for fun.
I like to play them for not fun. I like to play them for rage. I like to
play them for spite. I like to play them for hate's sake. I spit at thee.
I do it to spite my parents, who said, you'll never play video games, and I'll show them.
You'll never play video. They said I couldn't do it. They said I couldn't do it, but I did it. They said you'll never beat Undertale. It's too hard. Well,
Smash
they said you'll never beat
Killing Sands.
Well, guess what? I fucking did it. I fucking got the good ending too, Mom. Mom, fuck you. You want to go to voicemails?
Yeah.
Okay. Unless there's any bullshit you want to bring up.
Well, there was that one time that cow took a shit.
All right. You got them up? You ready?
Speakpipe.com/the PCP voicemail. How do you do it?
Speakpipe.com/PCP voicemail. That's how you send us a voicemail, and we listen to it on the show. And we don't have any quality standards whatsoever, except occasionally, but very rarely. We'll play almost anything, Lamau. So send us your most racist shit.
No.
And we will seriously engage with it. We will treat it as valid. I promise. Or do I? Are you ready? The first one is called 7.
Oh, 7. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Climate change. Am I right, fellas?
You're right.
Fucking climate change.
You're absolutely
Nobody
right.
likes climate change.
Definitely
Climate
not.
change is shit. It's
Agreed.
fucking everything up.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
It's no good.
I'm not claiming that I have the solution to climate change.
Nor
because
should you.
I don't. What I have is fucking information that
That's
might
right.
reveal the ultimate cause of it.
Excellent.
Right?
Very
So
good.
what we're told are the 2 leading causes of climate change. It's the fucking coal mining industry and the fucking farming industry. We have these heavy fucking machines producing all this fucking shit that's going up into the stratosphere. We all know how climate change works, I'm sure, right? And it's causing fucking climate change. This shit in the fucking air caused by fucking coal mining
just like
and the fucking farming.
Australian
right?
news?
Now, before we had these
like
heavy
clip?
machines, you know what we had? We had slaves. So ultimately,
Okay.
climate change is the fault of 2 men. Number 1, Abraham Lincoln. Number 2, Martin Luther King Jr. And if you disagree, you are also to blame for climate change.
Okay.
Discuss.
Well, I don't see any fault in this logic.
Isn't like methane a greenhouse gas? Don't we fart that, or is that just cows?
We probably do, but not as much. I mean,
I don't fucking know. I guess he's right. You know what?
I guess he's right. I guess slavery was pretty based after all.
And you know what? I think it's time for us all to be slaves. Every single one of us. We get the fucking throw away the keys. Let's jangle those chains up. We don't need to be chained because we're doing it voluntarily, but it's like for the aesthetic, I guess. Let's get all those chains around our necks.
Bring back slavery, but with a twist. Literally all of us become slaves. No masters, only slaves.
Yeah, people look up and it's like, who's whipping me? There's no one there. It's like, shut up. Just keep.
You gotta keep
digging.
You're responsible for your whipping yourself.
Yeah.
You gotta pick yourself up. You gotta pick yourself up by your whip straps.
If you really think about it, we're all slaves to whatever we want to do. We're
slaves to our own free will.
Yeah.
Right. To our own free choice and association with our fellow man. Damn. Gotta say, I never thought about it like that. Next one. Oh my god, these are great. These are great so far.
No.
Next one is called Why the Ethnostate is a Good Idea and You Should Support It. Damn, voicemails on point. You know, last week we had shitty voicemails. This time they were like, we gotta fucking step up the quality, and they did it. 3, 2, 1, go.
Konnichiwa. Okay. Samurai-sama, see how it is, oh? Here he come. Voicemail, fan favorite, beloved character, Samurai-sama. He say, konnichiwa. You react like that, oh? Well, Samurai-sama come this week to finally accept apology. Very happy, but you, after only hear konnichiwa, react like that. Well, fuck you.
We didn't react enough.
That's
the problem.
Return no samurai scroll. At this point, you only have yourself to blame.
This is abuse, honestly.
But until next time, sayonara.
This is the abuse tactic wherein you just you abuse someone and then they react negatively to the abuse, and then you say, "See, it's because you act like that. It's because you act like that I have to treat you this way." Right? This is what it is. This is our relation. This is an abusive relationship now. There's no way out.
It really was unfortunate that we'd said absolutely nothing, and that the whole point of the thing was that, you react like that?
I think it makes sense. I mean, it makes sense, right? I would be offended if I introduced myself
and we didn't go,
and got no reaction whatsoever. Next is an oh lord. Next one. Now here's a fan favorite, a real fan favorite if ever there was one. And we should put these two in some sort of death match against each other. Riddle my ass, Batman. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello, Riddle my ass, Batman here.
Yes, real quick, I'm ready.
The Quest for Corona thing is still going on. It's going to be the second episode coming up right after this, or possibly 2 after this. And it's still going on. But I'm on a shittier mic now because my laptop broke. I will tell you the story in a second. It involves...
This is just a voicemail about why he couldn't make the voicemail.
Oranges and masturbation. Well, look forward to that story in a minute.
I'm excited.
Anyway, that's why I'm on my phone microphone right now. So just let you know, it's kind of shit. Oh, and realmyassbatman.com/Patreon or whatever the fuck it's called. Is you know how to find it. It does exist. You just happen to look it up when it didn't exist. I didn't take into account the fact that you'd be reading it a week early. I was an idiot. Sorry. Okay. On with the show. Same PC behind.
Voicemail is just explaining the context for his next voicemail. I'm gonna die.
Well, now we're fully ready for the next one. A bird, an orange, and masturbation.
Hold on. It didn't when. Okay, patreon.com/riddlemyassbatman. No, it's not. It doesn't exist. It's not there.
Wait, what? Let me try riddlemyassbatman.com.
No. Well, he reversed him, right? He said like riddlemyassbatman.patreon.com or /. It's not real. It's a fantasy. It's a rooster illusion.
Riddlemyassbatman YouTube. Maybe there's a link from here.
What? Where? Where you see it? Where?
I just googled Riddle My Ass Batman. I got to a YouTube channel. No, there's no link. There's no link to it.
I mean, he had was it Wattpad or what was like the? There was the page where his stories, the novel version was. Okay. The trail's gone cold. All right. Let's hear what he's got to say about a bird, an orange, and masturbation. Shall we?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, the bird, orange, and masturbation story.
Here we go.
We're
ready.
Masturbating while eating an orange.
Same.
Because I consider oranges to be an erotic fruit, in my opinion.
Okay.
Or an aphrodisiac. Turn me on. And I treat myself good. Anyway, my bird, she squawks like a bad hell. And it scares the living Jesus out of me for just a moment. And I squeeze the orange. And just because of the angle I happen to have it at, I squeeze the orange right into a sensitive spot on my dick. Right into the fucking hole.
Right in the...
It burned like... nobody's business, and it caused me to drop my laptop, and I broke it. Now, of course, I'm midway through a fap. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to stop there? No, I can't stop just midway through a fap. You got to finish your fap. So I grabbed the nearest erotic thing I can find, the calendar from Ragcon.
Yes, the Ragcon swimsuit calendar.
The calendar knows which picture I used. And
there's so many good ones. There's so many to choose
that's
from.
That's what I did, yeah. And that's why I don't have a laptop anymore. Was it worth it? Yes. Okay. That's the explanation. Same PCB time, same PCB channel. On with the show Quest for Cold Corona episode 2. Bye.
Sound off in the comments. Okay, commenters, if you backed RadCon 4 and you have the calendar, let us know in the comments which month you think Riddle My Ass Batman finished his FAP 2. Because there's no wrong answers, really. They're all good choices, in my opinion.
I think I'm gonna guess it might be the solo Munchie one, if you remember what that looks like.
Yeah, I think I strongly objected to that one. On the grounds of it crossing the line from ecchi to full on hentai. I found it just was lascivious. But they wouldn't have it.
This fucking story about Bird Orange and masturbation. Like,
the bird had almost nothing to do with it.
Well, it squawked.
Yeah.
Like, so much of it seems silly, and like, what orange? Why would you have an orange?
He explained in the text, Gib. He considers it an erotic fruit, and he treats himself good.
I know. It's just, it seems like it's a bit, but it could actually, like, I feel like it could actually have happened, which is the funny part.
I don't
like the idea that in one hand you have an orange.
I don't know what about it makes you think it's a bit.
Because it's so fucking silly, Ben. Who eats an
well,
orange while holding their laptop and
life.
masturbating?
Yeah, that's just life. You know, truth is stranger than fiction.
Goes straight into the pee hole.
I know you're uncomfortable. I know you can't stare unblinkingly into the void of meaning that is reality, but I can, and that's what I do. when Riddle My Ass Batman leaves us a voicemail. This accept it. The sooner you accept that this is what life is, the sooner you can just get on with it, you know?
I don't know what's real anymore. I see things on the internet and I'm like, that's not true, and then it is.
It's always true. It's always true. Next one?
Yeah.
Next one is called Thoughts. 3, that's with a GH, like in your brain. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, what are your thoughts on Donkey Kong? I like him.
Gib? Thoughts on Donkey Kong?
Donkey Kong is a pretty funny guy. He's big, and he has a fun game called Donkey Kong Country 1 and 2, and maybe he's not in 3. And then he's not in Smash.
2 either. He's not in 2 either, you fucking nerd.
He's in trouble. In the third one, I feel like he's just gone. He's just going.
He's got to be somewhere in 3.
I never played 3. Let me be clear.
I played 3. You know, I didn't. As a kid, it seems like public opinion now is that 3 was like not as good as 2. I never noticed like much of a difference. I thought they were both just pretty fucking great. I never beat either of them because they were both way too hard for me as a kid.
I think it's really just a surface level detail. Kiddy Kong is a fucking freak, and he's not as epic and swag as Diddy Kong with his beatbox.
I've heard people say that 3 is like more gimmicky or like has more like bullshit in it, and I've heard critiques of it that I forget what it is. People have like reasons, but as a kid, I don't know. I just thought 3 looked really nice, and I liked collecting silver coins, and I thought the silver coins looked nicer than gold ones, and I probably just liked it on that basis.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't play too much of 3, but I did like the beginning few levels where it's just sort of nice, sort of, I don't know, almost like American red pine forestry, like pine wood, nice, like unusual for monkeys to be there. Like, unusual for, like, the Kong
Oh, yeah,
people.
snow levels. I think I like that about it, too, that it just had snow levels. And you had a hovercraft. And you could drive your little hovercraft around the world map. The fact that you could... That was so cool, right? Like,
You're not constrained to a linear path. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not just doing like a Mario 3 like world to world on the line thing. You hop in your on the land you are, but like you hop in your fucking little hovercraft and get on the ocean and you go and there's little secrets, like there's secrets in the ocean, right? Like you circle around like a rock and it turns into a hidden level. Oh my god, what a fucking video game.
I should replay them. They were very difficult for me.
Answer to your question, Mr. Voicemail Man, Donkey Kong, whatever. But I like the games. The guy, the monkey himself, it's fine.
He's finally here, the leader of the bunch, Coconut Gun, Kong, Donkey Kong.
Yeah. One hell of a guy. Okay. Next one is called A Bright Outlook. 3, 2, 1, go.
Just wanted to say some words of encouragement.
Thanks, man.
You know, you guys are Chads. You know, you guys are troopers.
That's true.
Sticking around, still being here.
Agreed.
Keeping it up.
It's so hard.
Doing your own things.
I'd rather do anything
your own
else.
art. Doing good. Doing your own podcasts on Patreon and stuff. Good stuff, you know? Keep it up. Here's to a good year. And I hope that maybe all the RadCon stuff could come out. That'd be pretty sick. What do you guys think? I think that's a good goal for 2021, right?
I think all the RadCon stuff will be out this year.
Sorry, lads. Have a good one.
Don't be sorry. We have to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the stuff that is getting done is definitely on track to be done, you know.
Yeah.
No, before like the year gets too far in. Everything else we will figure out. We can definitely have it all out this year.
Some specific people for some specific bits of it, but you know.
Yeah, we gotta kick some asses.
Thank you for the encouragement.
We'll do that with pleasure. Yes, all the RadCon stuff will come out this year, and because of that, it will not be a good year. It will be a bad year because the content will be bad and you will hate it.
Yes, you'll say we waited all year for this.
You'll say I waited my whole life. You said ever since I pledged to RadCon, and then I literally didn't leave my house for a fucking year and change because all I wanted was this content, and then you'll get it, and it won't fill the hole inside you, and you'll say, what was it all for? And the answer will be nothing. Damn. Bleak.
Blah.
Next voicemail. Wait a second. Did I get that one? Yeah, I did. Next voicemail is called Let's Kill Fat Ben. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, Ben. Last week you said it would take until about April to get rid of Fat Ben.
Maybe.
And as a fellow disgraced keto boy myself, I kind of want in on this. So I'm going to use the tool of public internet shaming to keep both you and me on track. So, I'm going to start today. What about you? How's the past week been? And isn't it about time we started lifting again? See you next time.
I was lifting for a little bit there. For a couple weeks, I fell off it again, and I haven't in a few weeks now, which is shit. I already said that I'm back on keto, which I have not lost any weight, which is very frustrating. But what I do need to actually start doing, in addition to just being keto, is calorie counting. I need to start like cooking very specific things and knowing the calorie counts and like logging them and like actually keeping myself to like a numerical limit. That's the thing that I have not. That's what I need. This is a secret sauce I got to add into it. If I do that, then I'm guaranteed to kill Fat Ben in a reasonable time frame. And lifting again would be good too. I should definitely do that also.
Why would you lift away from the earth when you could push the earth instead?
I'm sorry?
Instead of lifting, you push downwards. It's easier.
What?
Much easier.
That's a bodyweight exercise.
You just push the earth.
That's what a push-up is.
You're moving the entire earth when you push.
You are. but in an infinitesimal way, because it's like, between you and the Earth, it's between your center of gravity, and like the difference in mass is so vast that the equal and opposite reaction.
Just keep pushing. Just push the Earth. Just
keep pushing.
Push everything.
Just you get down on the ground.
Stop
you put
lifting.
Your hands,
start dropping. Start
put
dropping
your
things.
Hands on the ground. Jump, 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 moving all around. Da 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 da. What? That first song? What is that called? I know the second one was Caramel Dancing. Do you know that song that I was just humming there?
No, I've never heard it.
There was a Newgrounds song, animation of a bunch of like video game characters. It was like really crappy, like old, like Newgrounds Flash style animation in the sort of pseudo anime style that was popular at the time. And that song is playing, and they're all playing DDR. Jump on the ground, jump, 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 moving all around, da 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 da.
Maybe it's called Jump on the Ground.
It was probably called Jump on the Ground. Anyway, that was Caramel Dancing before Caramel Dancing was Caramel Dancing. Ted Dancing. Okay. Anyway, next one is called Die. 3, 2, 1, go.
To all of you guys asking them to stop the podcast or kill the podcast, how does that benefit you?
Oh, yeah.
You can just leave, stop watching, unsubscribe.
Yeah.
Go away. Die. Like, if they kill the podcast, what does that help you?
Yeah. There was one or two commenters.
That's stupid.
There's one or two comments on the last one. Every now and then we get one that's just like, just kill the podcast already. And like, yeah. I actually, like, yesterday I responded to someone saying like, but you're literally here listening to it. You're literally here giving us the view. So like, why?
It's I mean, I know why, but it's just a really petty, like, stupid reason. It's because from their point of view, like, the show that they once loved is now ruined, and every time they see it, they're reminded of better times, and they're just sort of tears form in their eyes when they realize that it's just not the same. And it's like, that is not a good enough reason for us to do anything.
Yeah, sure.
Just get some blinders. Get some horse blinders on.
They probably know. I mean, they probably know that we won't do it. But I guess they just want to let us know that in their opinion, it's what we should do. And okay.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah. We're just never gonna agree on this, I guess. You think we should die, and we think we shouldn't, and there's really no middle ground there.
Yeah,
sorry.
Or you should be active about it. Try to destroy us, cancel us, create your own podcast and make fun of us.
What did I see? Oh god, I saw an image. I think it was on Twitter like yesterday. What the fuck was it? It was something, and it was captioned like, if you hate me, either kill me or shut the fuck up. It was funny in context, but I don't remember what the context was. But anyway, yeah. If you hate us so much, we're not gonna end the show. You're literally going to have to come and kill us yourself. God, I shouldn't say that. They'll fucking do it. They'll fucking do it soon. If I'm not on the next episode, know that it's because someone took me up on that offer. Gulp. Next one. Oh my god, we're almost done. And honestly, these voicemails have been pretty decent this week. These are all right. Yeah. These haven't been too annoying, so pretty cool. Last voicemail is called An Actually Somewhat Obscure Pokemon Game. 3, 2, 1, go.
Heart Gold, Soul Silver, not obscure. They're main series games. Most Pokemon games are not obscure. Pokemon's huge. It's hard to have an obscure game in a franchise so big, especially if it was released in English.
Conquest.
But probably the most obscure English game that is actually great, and obscure might even be putting it too hard, is Pokemon Conquest, released right as the DS was dying and the 3DS was already out. In the dip between, there was sort of a popularity dip of Pokemon at that point of time before completely surging in the 3DS games. It was also targeted towards older teens and adult, which again was kind of a dip and would do so much better if it was released today. Is basically
he has not said what
it's
it
a crossover in Nobunaga's Ambition. Yes,
okay,
historical Nobunaga, the samurai. He has a Zekrom, and he's a pretty big deal in that game, as he was in actual Japanese history. It plays like Fire Emblem or Final Fantasy Tactics because nobody knows what Nobunaga's Ambition is in America. Has a pretty interesting
Pokemon
story.
Fire Emblem is
if
the
you
best
like
thing I've ever
tactics
heard.
gameplay, Pokemon Samurais, and late DS aesthetics, would recommend Pokemon Conquest because it's certainly more obscure than Heart Gold and Soul Silver. People love those games. People constantly talk about them. They're not obscure. If you're going to talk about obscure Pokemon stuff, know something at least mildly obscure that isn't a main series game.
I might actually go and play that because I love the gameplay of Fire Emblem and I dislike the gameplay of Pokemon so much. That might be cool.
Well, have you played the Mystery Dungeon?
I have. I like those.
Oh, okay. I mean, this looks similar to that, but I mean, I wonder, like,
Mystery Dungeon is not like Fire Emblem in the same way. Because it's like you just move one thing at a time. It's
honestly,
this is like I assume if it's Fire Emblem like, then it's turn-based.
What actually turns me off from this is that it's like has humans. Wait a minute. No, I don't see any human. I don't see any human characters.
It would be like humans who have Pokemon, right? And they fight using those.
No, this is a man. This is a man right here, right? Like between that Arceus and that Darumaka. Darumaka.
If you get to kill people, that would be great.
Yeah.
Look at the little Lapras in the corner.
Honestly, yeah, like I don't really love the actual like gameplay part of the Mystery Dungeon. Like it was fine. I used to really like tactics, grid-based like tactical RPGs like this. If this were just that with Pokemon, I might think that was pretty cool. The fact that it's tacked on to the fucking Nobunaga's Ambition, which like what the fuck is kind of a big turnoff. Like I don't want to fucking deal with like lol.
Look at that. That's cool. I like that.
I don't want to fucking know. I don't want to deal with these humans.
You just don't want them to say directly into the camera, "Konnichiwa." You don't want them to do that.
I mean,
they'll do it.
If the premise of the game is that like you are a fucking, I don't know, like a foolish samurai warrior, and you've got your fucking 6 Pokemon team, and you gotta catch Pokemon, and you gotta fight your way. If this is like, it's like Pokemon, it's the premise of a Pokemon game, but it's set in like feudal Japan, and it like plays out that way, that would be awesome. But I feel like it's definitely not that. It's probably some bullshit. It's probably actually just like this other game, but like some of the characters have been reskinned to be Pokemon.
All right, I'll download it illegally and play it, and then I'll get back to you.
Okay. Yeah,
this be like a thing to keep a track of on the Pro Crastinators podcast.
You should do a fucking GRPJ about Pokemon Conquest. Bring that back.
Dude, little Kirlia.
Show me fucking Kirlia.
She's like doing a magic right now.
Ooh, wow.
They're like fighting beach balls or something.
Pokemon, I mean, Pokemon in other formats is a cool idea. I feel like if this were good, more people would talk about it.
Because
it is so obscure. You'd literally never heard about it. I had heard about it because I googled because I was literally googling myself. I was googling a Pokemon Conquest because I made that fucking Nuzlocke about it, and then I was like, I found this and was like, wait a minute, there's a game called that, and it was this, and I was like shocked and horrified.
I think that the reason nobody knows about this would be, like the guy said, in between DS and 3DS. And also, it's not a traditional Pokemon game, so people are like, oh, it's not the game I know, I don't care. And then nobody cared. But it could be a secret hidden gem.
I mean, I think it's probably that because of the weird time it was released. I mean, it's a crossover series with something that nobody in the West has ever fucking heard of. Nobody... Wait a minute. Are the Nobunaga's Ambitions games, like, are they called something else in America?
They're called Japan Fight.
Amazing. Okay. I was thinking they might be called something else in America, but no, I don't think they are. Yeah, so it's a crossover with something. Maybe it's popular in Japan, and maybe more people know about it over there. But in America, it's like, why? Like, how would you even explain what this is to a Western child? You're like, well, it's like a historical like period piece, but we put Pokemon in it. Like, if I were Nintendo, I also probably just wouldn't even bother advertising it in the West. I think they made the right call. Honestly, it sort of seems like a bit of a I feel like it's a little bit of a brand mismatch, and probably. If they were asking
everything
me,
you're
should we
saying
make
is making me like it more. I like that no Pokemon fan would enjoy this. This is why I like it.
If I was a bigwig at Nintendo and some intern was like, I have a passion project I've always wanted to make. What if we combine Nobunaga's Ambition with Pokemon? Look, I spent my sleepless nights, I spent my weekends at the office making this prototype. What do you think, boss? I would say no, absolutely not. This is brand mismanagement. This will damage our fucking family friendly image. This is fucked up, and you're a piece of shit, and you're going to jail. And
it's a little harsh. It's a little harsh.
And I would end that intern's life right there. I would say, put your head on my fucking desk, and I would take out my katana and behead him right there, and make an example of him. Like, this is what you do when you fuck with the Pokemon Company. When you fuck with our brand, you die. and that would be it, and then it would be lesson learned, and hopefully it would only have to be the one, and no one would ever do. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe that's why this never happened again, because this game existed and someone got executed, and they were like, well, we know not to fuck around. This guy fucked around and found out, is what I'm saying. Anyway, yeah, looks. Let me know if it's fun.
Yep.
Okay. Well, shit, that's the last voicemail. We're free.
Oh, no.
Wait. It's time for a Bitcoin update.
0.
Oh, there's no more Bitcoin. Bitcoin's canceled.
It actually costs money to have Bitcoin now.
No, as you
minus
see,
10.
Okay, it dipped a bit, but it kind of bounced back, and it's a little lower than it was before. We were at 33,550. So there you go. All my money is gone. But next week I'll be rich. It's going to the moon, Gib. Bitcoin. It's people think it can't rise any higher. They're wrong. Ye little faith. It's going to the moon. They didn't see nothing yet. It's gonna triple again. It's gonna triple again. It's gonna hit 50K. It's gonna hit 50K this year. It's only a matter of time. Just gotta hold it. Just gotta hold it for long enough. Okay.
Sorry, I'm just Googling Pokemon Conquest ROM, and maybe it's like so nobody cares about it. It's hard to find. Oh,
was it on the DS?
I may have found it.
Was it on the DS?
DS, yeah. God, I love still having my R4, my DS pirate thingy. I can play all the classics.
Is that the thing that you can, like, the cartridge you put games on?
Yeah, you can put games on it using a USB to SD card thingy, and then you just play them and they fucking work.
I think I had one of those. I think Nate got me one at one point. I think that was what I played Heart Gold on in the run that Brunswick came from all those years ago. I wonder where that is. I feel like that cartridge that had that copy of Heart Gold on it is like in a box in my parents' house somewhere. Or it's gotta be somewhere. It wouldn't have been thrown out. It's probably under a fucking shelf somewhere that no human will ever lay eyes on again. Hidden treasure.
One Piece.
Are we done? Are we?
Yeah.
What happened? Oh, go patreon.com/ the Procrastinators, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Why'd you
That's the
why'd
URL?
you keep asking me? Yeah. Yes.
Because I never. Okay. Give a bonus episode. We did a bonus episode. I think it should be coming out soon, right? We did one last month that should be releasing soon.
Yeah.
Is that the one where I get really salty? Is that the one where? Is that the one with Gamers Tavern? The one with Gamers. Yes, I'm really salty. I complain about everyone, and Gamers Tavern's there, and we do the fucking thing again. Where we do the retrospective on the other time Gamers Tavern was on the show, and it's fucking it gets hot, one might say. Okay, the end. Goodbye. See you next week. Happy New Year, America 2020. What? I don't even know what that means. Okay. Good night.
Yeah. Good night. Bye bye.
Mwah.